Hi, now this is a little demo on how to use the YachtBot website to test whether your WindBot is currently working and connected to the Temi cloud. Firstly, I have beside me a WindBot and I will turn it on. You press the button for 2 seconds and 2 beeps means it's turned on. You'll see all of the green lights are flashing, which means that it's looking for a connection to the cell phone network, a connection to the GPS satellites, and on this particular WindBot it has also got a Bluetooth connection. The red light on top is solid to say that the unit is working. I will leave this here for a minute trying to get its connections and go and set up the website. Firstly, we need to log in. I will log into my account. And the website automatically takes us through to our dashboard and any races we have defined. Down the left hand side it also has a heading here called devices. Under here is all the devices that we own and any devices that are currently live. So here I can see that at the moment my WindBot is connected to the website. It's got a little orange light here to say it's connected to the website. The orange means we're not actually getting a GPS fix, so it is connected to the internet, but we don't have all of the data that we need from this particular device. I can see above we also have another tracking device currently connected. You can also use the search function up here to find any device that you need. So in this case I know this was called WindBot. I can type Wind into the search function and find my device amongst the 80 other devices I have. I can also click on that device and it shows me some more information. How long ago some data came through from it, a map of where it's currently sitting, and there's a few little pieces of information here like its battery status and some other little lights that light up depending on the kind of data that's coming in. There's a light here to show GPS data coming in, one for wind. In fact, you can just see that GPS is just connected and we've now got GPS data. Wind data, there's also heart or ant data, and then Bluetooth or audio data that can come in from any particular device. In this case, because we're sitting inside, we don't have any wind, so I have myself an indoor wind generator. So if I hold the wind generator up to it, you can see instantly that we've got wind coming off this particular device. And if I scroll down, you can see that there's a speed of about 1.2 knots in the direction of 281. Now, the point of this little demonstration is to go through and do some sanity checking. Is the wind device actually giving us correct information? And I can show you some tips and points on how to do that. So I'll just turn my wind device off. With the YachtBot website, we can define a race and add this WindBot to this race. So under Define Race, we can give the session a name, testing the WindBot. We can give it a time. Start time is for today, and you can zoom into your timeline for finer detail. And we will do it for some time in the future. So at the moment it is nearly 5:15 in the evening, and we can test for say an hour through to about 6:30 in the evening. You can see that the window is defined. Anything red is future time. You can see our WindBot is connected here. And rather than making it a WindBot, I'm going to make it a yacht for the purpose of this testing. And you can just drag your WindBot onto your yacht, save our changes, and we can see the race that we've just defined. If I view this race, we can see our little WindBot just sitting in our office. There's a special under the map option to turn heading on. Now what this does is for key devices that are actually sending heading data, we'll use the heading that's coming off the device and not the direction of travel. But we use the direction of travel so the boats look like they're heading in the correct direction. Now the thing is, now that we've got this, I can turn my WindBot around and my yacht will point in the direction my WindBot is. So I know that is about north. Now at this point it's a good time to have a compass on your desk because you can check the compass against what the WindBot is actually doing. Here in New Zealand we have a deviation of about 24 degrees, so often having a compass and the WindBot is quite tricky because we've got a difference of 24 degrees between what true north is and what magnetic north is. But as a sanity check, I can rotate by 90 degrees and I should see my boat rotate by 90 degrees. There's a few second delay, and again I rotate the WindBot by 90 degrees and my boat will rotate by 90 degrees. Now this is testing the IMU part of your WindBot. The fact that we're seeing the boat in the correct place is also testing the GPS of the WindBot. What it's not testing is the wind speed, and we can do that as a separate test. So if I now close my race, I know that the IMU is working. I go back in, I can edit the race, but this time we will make that particular WindBot a wind device in our race rather than a yacht in our race. And I can do that by simply dragging our WindBot onto the winds part of our race. So now I have a WindBot, but I have no yacht. In fact, I'll just delete the yacht. Oops, there we go. And I can still save that race. Now this time, when we view this race, we now have our little wind device and it's showing the direction of the wind. And currently, there is no wind. And there is actually a little special sanity checker on the actual device. The red light has a wee error code, and if it's flashing 6 times, it means there's no wind, which is what you'll get if you're inside. But if I turn my wind on again, and hold it up against, there we go, we're getting wind speed. Now unfortunately this particular wind generator is a bit random with the way it generates wind, so if I'll try and hold it steady, as I rotate the WindBot, we should not see the wind direction change. So that is showing that both the compass and the apparent wind are working together to give us the true wind. And you can see on the map, but because we're inside we don't have a particular GPS fix. So we are getting some apparent movement, and that's what makes the wind look like it's changing direction a little bit. That's just purely because the GPS thinks it's moving. And that is how you can use the website to test a WindBot.